I'm in Salad and I saw it. Welcome to Derry, Season 1, Episode 2, The Thing and the Dark. It is directed by Andy Bichetti, written by Austin Guzman. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. Time and temperature check. It is 5:45 p.m., 53 degrees, 56% humidity. On with the review. The last episode, all those children disappeared, except for the one chick. And we got the one chick, she's trying to describe everything, what happened, and nobody's really believing her, but also the police be like, that's strange that all these children have disappeared. We have found one suspect, we're going to arrest that guy. Meanwhile, we got all these different weird things happening, including more instances of encounters with Pennywise. We're right in the smack middle of the civil rights stuff during the 60s, so you got this black woman, she's over here, just moved in, she's the only black woman in town, pretty much. Everybody is looking at her all strange. I mean, they only look at her strange after she tries to break up this fight with, like, these boys. Like, there's a group of boys beating up on this other kid, and she's like, stop it, stop it, stop it. And honestly, I wish I understood her reasoning fully, to the fullest extent. I can only guess that her reasoning was that she just didn't want people to be picking on this kid, and she's like the only one that really cares about this. I wish there was more development on, like, she did this because at some point she was picked on as a kid. Well, the idea is that because she's black during this time, she is picked on for her skin color. But more specifically, I wish it was described the exact situation which, like, made her kind of this way, kind of the person who'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna stick up for others. Like, I would have loved to see that. Or, you know, since we're not doing any sort of flashbacks, really, I wish there was some explanation for her behavior other than, like, oh, she feels bad for the kid. And I guess that's an appropriate enough answer, but I wish it was a little bit more in-depth personally, but it's an alright, satisfactory answer. And there's this one guy who's, like, in the Air Force. He's higher up. He's a major. His name is Dick Halloran. And again, this is the 60s, so we got these people under him are, like, flat out disrespecting him just because he's black. And we got the majors above. Well, major is above these people who are making fun of him, but the people above major are like, you guys, you better respect them or else it's your butt, okay? We're gonna get you. And they're like, yes sir. And they had Dick Halloran. What a name. His name is literally Dick Halloran. He's hollering for that dick. I can't stop thinking about that. Even though his full name is Richard, this is still Dick Halloran. It's pretty great. I love that name. He has to deal with the fact that there's some people who won't respect him. And because of that, he has to work harder and harder. And I like the intimate conversation that he has with his wife about it. And his wife's like, it's okay. They'll eventually understand. They'll eventually get it. And we got this racial stuff, and then we also got this stuff happening in tandem, and it's like, ooh, okay, so we got a bunch of, like, tension built via the social climate, but also the tension of it being out there, and we got a bunch of people being like, it was you who killed those kids, it was you, no, it was you, and just, like, trying to point fingers when in actuality it was it the entire time, and they're not able to find it. But Dick Halloran, he's specifically chosen because he doesn't have fear. He's a man without fear. And the guy above him is like, yeah, I've needed a guy without fear for the longest time. It also explains why we got that chick, that little girl, she's, like, in her bedroom and, like, she's hearing sounds, and so she goes whoop, with the sheets over her head. But then it turns into this womb that she, like, escapes, and then we got the umbilical cord is, like, pulling her back in, and she has to go chomp and break the umbilical cord, and she's all traumatized, and I thought that was pretty visceral. I like this series' amount of gore because when there is gore, it's, like, intense, and I'm like, it's, like, supposed to be intense, it's supposed to be terrible and terrifying. And she has to deal with the fact that her mom died giving birth to her, and so that's her fear that if she wasn't born, then her mom would still be alive. I mean, technically true, but the mother wanted to be pregnant, okay? Or not, I don't know, actually. It doesn't explain whether it was an accidental pregnancy or not. I bring this up because when Dick Halloran enters the room, completely gone. It's just gone. It's because it eats the fears, really gets the fears of children. Also, we got the pickle lady chick. Yeah, she, I love it. She's just looking at her dad in like pickle jars at the store. She's freaking out because her dad died in a friggin' pickle factory accident, and now she's just haunted by her dad's big pickles, and she's just terrified. She drops a pickle, and I'm like, bro, you're at to pick up those pickles, man. The pickles ain't cheap. Anyway, that's probably the most significant. Those are the most significant plot points that really resonated with me. They're looking for this weapon as well. They're trying to locate this weapon. That's pretty much how the episode is. You know, I'm quite enjoying the horror aspect of it. It is definitely not like the It movies whatsoever. However, very horrific. Whenever there is gore, and I really like the practical effects that are used. But also some of the digital effects that are used as well is pretty alright. I overall just enjoyed the visuals of this. I like the evolving social commentary that's happening, plus also we got the It commentary happening, and it's just a commentary on fear. So overall, I enjoyed this episode. I like the acting, I like the directing, I like the sets, and I especially like the gore. Even though I am very squeamish, I appreciate it because it's not all the time. It hits when it hits, and it's like very specific moments. So I had to give this episode, it's like a 7.4 out of 10. If you like this, if you watch another one, the platform really likes that. $20 dinos for one movie review for 1 month. Patreon.com/ASEPresents. Go to my link tree, support the daily grind. And until next time, mint salad sauce. See you later, my soccer dons, big bits.